Just to supplement what Mr. Anand Krishna has just spoken, earlier Mangalore was known for, I don't know how many of you know, you're all very young, elder people remember, known for Mangalore tiles. Even now it's known as Mangalore tiles. Older, it is known as Mangalore tiles. If it is a tiles, it is called Mangalore tiles. Even if you have architect in UK or USA, he'll ask to Mangalore tiles, they'll put the name there. So that was the earlier time, and also banking, as you said, no, two things, Mangalore tiles and banking. And today, Mangalore is known, or this district is known for education and healthcare put together. Healthcare maybe not in the advanced level in the metros, but the median type of healthcare system is well given to the middle class and lower middle class people by medical colleges. There are 8 medical colleges in these districts, which is perhaps can come into the Guinness Book of Records for 5.5 lakh population nowhere in the world. You will find, as you see, I was telling to one of my relatives where to find my cousin's house. I would say you go to the national highway, turn to the left, go straight, just see the first medical college, then pass on to the second medical college, then the third medical college. After that, you will find my cousin's house. Perhaps nowhere in the world you will find 1 kilometer, one medical college. There are 4 medical colleges there. Something very interesting. And recently, our IMA president who came from Delhi was really surprised how you are able to manage these patients for the medical college with 5.5 lakh populations. This is something a miracle. Research has to be done there. So anyhow, Mangalore is known for healthcare and education. And education, as I was telling, right from the beginning, it started with missionaries and subsequently a lot of private people started giving education there. The education can be broadly divided into different levels. One is basic education, primary education, school level, preschool level, high school level. Once you come to that level, which is about 10 to 15 years time, you have the foundation. This foundation is basically on languages, science, and also some social studies, etc., with some ethics and moral science, which private institutions try to promote that values. By this, you have the basic foundation when you reach SSLC. Then you go for the university level, pre-university plus university to graduation, which you are now. Most of you must be in either graduation level or maybe post-graduation also, if it is here. So then afterwards you go for a research. When you get your MSc, MA, whatever it is there, then you go for research. So far you learn, in research you contribute something to the society as such. So this area, now for example, talk about medical education here, I told you there are 3 medical universities. One university where I started my early education is Manipal. Manipal has given the foundation for education. And Dr. T.M.A. Pai, the founder of this, whom I had a chance to meet before I started my hospital here, said he was fascinated for teaching. Yes, somehow he wants to teach. So he goes to village and take classes in the school there and all, and make them educated there. Then his son became sick. Pandurang Pai. Many of you might not even maybe knowing that. Then he wants to treat him somewhere in the hospital, which was Mangalore, only Father Muller's hospital was there. Dialysis has not come at that time. Then his thinking went, he told me personally, this is my personal interaction I had with him. See, if suppose you start a medical college, that will need the needs of the education, plus also a hospital will come, which can be treated by my son's problems of dialysis. They used to go to Bombay at that time for dialysis. Thus started the Kastur Medical College. Now it has become a Manipal University, one of the best in India. It has got various other places also, but the foundation was given by Dr. T.M.A. Pai. And also you will find there is one Dr. Kinney who gave the foundation for the healthcare in this region. So this region has been always on the development side. In Mangalore you find that There are a lot of educated intellectuals you find, doctors, engineers, plenty. US, UK you go, many doctors and engineers are there. You find a lot of administrators, bankers, he's here. Mr. Kamath, now somewhere he's in Shanghai. Shanghai is a good friend of mine. See, all very big level. And they used to say the intellectuals are in South Canada at this time. And also a lot of film stars, beauties and like, what I'm not getting the names, Aishwarya Rai, and so many other people, the young girls will know more better than that. How many Rays are here once, all very famous artists and actors and all those things. So this region is known for so many things, varied things of these things. And also enterprises to some level. We have a lot of industries there. As I said, tiles were the first industry. But above all, more than all these things, education is the primary area of this region. And all of you, as I said earlier, the primary education, secondary education, college education, then postgraduates, then research. As you advance in your education, your chance of better, as you said, for a job, or whatever you look for, or even for recognition, will be on your higher education. So first you, the students who are here, if you ask me why you became doctor, is it your choice? I would say no. It was my choice of my father or parents at that time. I was more interested in some language and arts and all the things there. They asked you to become a doctor, and Manipal was another institution available easily there at that time. We studied and became doctors. But I would advise you, whatever your aptitude is there, whether arts or science or maths or languages, whatever you think which is attracting for you, pursue in that your studies. That is the first area you can succeed. Everyone, each of you, you will find there is some inherent talent in you, which you only know it best. Maybe a good orator, maybe a good singer, maybe a good writer, maybe a good magician who do so much of these things, something like that. You have got an inherent talent in you, inner gene. You must have heard of multiple intelligence. How many of you know multiple intelligence? Nobody knows? You don't have psychology here? Yeah, PG level. Okay, these are common students. Okay, multiple intelligence. Howard Gardner is the one who invented this multiple intelligence that most shows what your aptitude, inherent capacity should be developed as a student, right from the high school level. That should be given more chance to come up. Then you can shine in your field. A man who has got a lot of taste for maths, it's very difficult for him to work as a doctor, see, because doctor has got a lot of slow, maths is very fast, quick calculations, see. They can become engineer, they can become administrators, bankers and all the things. So choose your inherent taste within you and try. You already chosen, I don't know which subjects you have chosen out of interest or somebody's compulsion. Whatever is there, I would advise, develop your inner interest, talent, and then you can find a better career. And that career, you should not just become graduates, go to the higher level of education and become your PhD and contribute to the society and humanity. Then you will be recognized in the world.
Since even I'm an engineer, it was my mom's choice, but what I did is I developed my talent and my interest while doing engineering. That's how I'm in this field also. So even working as an engineer or working as a doctor, so if you have lots of interest in some other field, I think you can simultaneously use your time for that. So I think 24 hours is more than enough to develop all the qualities and all the talents what you have, right? So that's what, as Abdul Kalam says, dream big and keep dreaming and let it convert into thoughts and then action. So good luck, everyone.
Which subject to choose, how to choose, and I think it is a thinking process in you. But whatever subject you choose, that will give you a basic foundation in your mind to develop further whatever you want to be. One example I will tell you of my senior, we both studied in Bantwal, one G.R. Bhatt. He both studied in Kannada medium. That also I will tell you. He did his B.Text, Bachelor of Textile Engineering. At that time it was in Bangalore. He wanted to do M.Text, that's a master's degree in textile engineering, which was available only in Mumbai University at that time. And Mumbai University had a clause or a rule that only the students coming out from Mumbai University will get entrance to that M.Text course. So he could not. He borrowed money from here and there, went to USA, worked here for some time in Bombay dyeing, went to America, did his M.Text in Massachusetts, did his doctorate there. He became Dr. G.R. Bhatt, PhD, then joined Johnson & Johnson. Nothing to do with textile or anything. Medical appliances company. And rose to the level of a senior vice president, #2 in that organization worldwide. And he was the person who rather invented this. Earlier there was only plaster, now Band-Aid with some medicine and gauze in between the plaster. First it was introduced by Johnson & Johnson. He was responsible for that Band-Aid. That was his research capacity. Unfortunately, he is no more today. But you know, why I am telling you to young students is that whatever you study, have a higher aim, pursue that one, and achieve that one. It is possible.
As I said, I became a doctor because of my parents' compulsion, but I have succeeded in life, not failed. So that gave you a new impetus for me to start an enterprising into hospitals, and perhaps our hospital, if you know Unity Health Complex, the first in the Mangalore city to develop the modern system of healthcare, though there was a college attached to that, there was a hospital, Manipal Hospital, but at that time we didn't have the modern system. So we developed in 1978, and even continuously now there are a lot of other hospitals, but we were the first hospital to start with this an impetus for hospital enterprises in Mangalore. So don't take my first question, whatever your interest, you will succeed. Even otherwise also you will succeed.